Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D-Rose report. Am I glad you checked in today? Not sure why, just if you didn't, I don't know why I'd be on here doing anything. I better get going. There's a bunch of news I've got to let you know about. There's been rumblings in TNA that Tara, the Knockout, may be leaving TNA as soon as her contract is up like next month. She wrote the following on her Twitter account. She says, "The one thing I can say about the rumors is that my contract is up May 21st. Reports about Tara had been asked, for some time off and wants to focus more on her custom auto detailing shop in Kentucky. And there's also been issues between Tara and some of the other knockouts. Sources say that Tara's always making comments about how things have been done in WWE, which has rubbed people the wrong way. I wish I could just rub them the wrong way." Tara took to MySpace this afternoon with the following. It's been appearing that I'm winding down in TNA. Unfortunately, some of the organizations leak information to wrestling websites. Don't know what she's talking about there. But anyway, to put their spin on the situation, said it's to make sure that they come out in the best light. Said, "Not me. I'm going to say it. I'm going to put my name on it, and there's going to be, and I'm going to be standing behind it." And then after that, she didn't say anything. I don't know. April 16th episode of Friday Night SmackDown did a 1.9 rating with a broadcast of about 3.25 million people. Sheamus was seen limping around after his match with Batista and Randy Orton on Monday's Raw, by the way. I don't know if that means he might have got hurt. Sore. The following matches were taped for Friday's SmackDown. For this Friday's SmackDown. Well, this is Saturday. I don't need that. Matt Hardy wrote on his Twitter account, likely keeping up with storylines, that he'll be out of the ring for a few weeks due to the recent attack by Drew McIntyre. Hardy hopes to be cleared soon. Good old JR, by the way, says Chyna, allegedly, the violent attack on her friend. She says, "Too bad to hear about Joni Lauer having some sort of apparent problem in Southern California." Says, "I don't know the complete story regarding the the fight. For some reason, Joni needs help. If she needs any help with any ongoing issue," he said, "I wish you'd reach out to WWE and ask for assistance. WWE helping their alumni is a wonderful thing, and is providing that this care isn't an inexpensive gesture." They do that with just about anybody that used to wrestle for them. Tori Wilson says, "Loving my life outside of the wrestling, guys." Tweeted Wilson, says the last response that was related to Hogan telling Stern, "I'm calling TNA for work." She says, "I'm not." So just please make a note of it. On the subject of TNA Knockout Division, by the way, Tori also dismissed the possibility that Tara, who announced her departure from TNA, carries a bad attitude backstage. So every time we hear something, it's a lie. Also, Tori wrote, "Tara is the last person on earth to ever be to work with. Difficult. A gem of an entertainer that deserves the moon MMA." That's what she said. Anyway, WWE is going to be holding a Super Show July 17th, Omaha, Nebraska, the night before the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Here's some of the matches that it's going to be on a Super Show in Cincinnati, Ohio, May 22nd. John Cena versus Sheamus, Big Show versus Jack Swagger, Hart Dynasty versus CM Punk and Luke Gallows. Triple H. His next studio movie is The Chaperone. It's supposed to be a comedy. Isn't that funny? Anyway, it's supposed to be family-friendly comedy type thing. Triple H stars as an ex-con. Oh, isn't that funny? And he has to chaperone his estranged daughters on a school field trip. So I guess he's just going to be like one of those fish out of water things. WWE is going to be holding a Super Show again. Well, I didn't say that. I must have skipped where the hell did I go here? Oh, I'm back. New promotional material for WWE's first ever Fatal 4 Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view confirms that 2 matches for the WWE title and a world title heavyweight match is going to be placed under Fatal 4 rules. Below, here's a little bit of the spiel for the pay-per-view. It's going to be taking place June 20th, Uniondale, New York. Please make a note of this. It says, get ready for WWE's unpredictable event as 8-men WWE wrestlers face off in 2 separate Fatal 4-Way matches. Watch Randy Orton, John Cena, Triple H, Rey Mysterio, and all of your favorite other superstars Fatal 4-Way match live Sunday, June 20th on pay-per-view. And I thought they were going to tell us the matches, but I guess they're going to keep that a secret. ProWrestling.net says that WWE held their annual shareholders meeting Friday with WWE executives, including Vince McMahon, addressing the WWE shareholders to... anyway, Vince opened the meeting. He talked about people holding WrestleMania parties and the increased numbers of viewers. And, it hurts overall buys, he says, but talked about how this relates to pay-per-view price increases. So if you had pay-per-view parties, you're the ones that's causing these price increases. That's what Vince just said. You guys' fault. Shareholder mentioned, oh man, a shareholder mentioned about the idea of having separate rosters for the European market. Vince said it would be costly to come up with another roster and production crew, and then would create a chance for European fans would still want to see the regular WWE product. Vince said over 10 years it might be possible to do something like that, but right now, you better concentrate on what you got. Stephanie McMahon, by the way, looking very pregnant, appears with marketing VP Michelle Wilson. Wilson announced a marketing campaign with 7-Eleven stores and a campaign with Burger King that's going to be featuring Triple H, John Cena, and Undertaker toys. That's all I need is my kid with an Undertaker toy. Alright, Stephanie also put over the Raw guest host concept. Stephanie noted that WWE is bigger than late night TV and Saturday Night Live. She calls WWE what's cool to do in Hollywood right now. But anyway, Stephanie talked about NXT and said it was exciting to see how future stars perform in the spotlight, with the spotlight on them, and how they take the spotlight away from them. Vince said it's important to reinvent yourself. Talk about how the WWE always in demand for new and improved products. And the shareholders asked, what about the current focus on younger talent? Vince says that Stephanie, John Laurinaitis, Kevin Dunn have all done an excellent job with NXT. Vince said that the current talk to the distributor about NXT going to Sci-Fi or move it. They always stroking the shareholders. Vince said that the preemptions of Friday Night SmackDown on My Network TV were a major problem, so that's why it's going to be much better to go to Sci-Fi. Vince said he doesn't plan on getting back in the ring, but never plans to, and somehow it happens. But right now, Vince says there are no plans for him to return to action. Glad of that. This past Thursday's episode of WGN's Superstars, they did a 0.76 rating with 750,000 viewers. The replay did a 0.23 with 200,000 viewers. Big Show versus Jack Swagger for the world title has been announced for WWE's Over the Limit. John Cena versus Batista for the WWE title is the only other confirmed match. This past Thursday's TNA Impact, by the way, did a 0.69 rating. Close to 900,000 people. This was up from the 0.5 of 740,000 that had originally aired Monday night. So the old time slot I have no idea. I always suggested move back to Thursday. But, oh, by the way, TNA has announced they fired Bubba the Love Sponge after another incident with a former knockout champion, Awesome Kong, this past week. I don't know how he got into another incident with Awesome Kong, because she's not there. Unless she came back and to knock his ass out. But anyway, he got into somebody else's problem. And now on Facebook, he put on there, effective immediately at TNA, they put it on there, immediately terminated the services Todd Clem, also known as Bubba the Love, Todd Clem. No wonder he changed his name. Hey, I gotta get the heck out of here. I'm about out of time. I gotta go.